TGIF, my lovely followers. It's your queen, Tara. We are here with another Friday discussion. TGIF. I'm running a bit late today because I was up like super late last night on Arc Raiders. So I don't think I'm going to do anything political today. I think I'm just going to do another video about video games. I hope that's okay with all of you. Anyway, we had a discussion last time, and we discussed most of the games I've played. But there were a few genres I didn't get to in that video. It just wasn't long enough. Last time I covered horror, I covered racing, I covered Skyrim. I think I covered Red Dead. I covered a bunch of different games. But today I'm going to talk about the games that I have yet to cover in my last video. And I think I'm going to start off with the sci-fi genre because, I used to be a massive Star Wars fan. I played the crap out of the Battlefront games for the PS2, as well as the Force Unleashed games. I thought they were phenomenal. Specifically, this first Force Unleashed. I thought they were phenomenal. And the Jango Fett Bounty Hunter game, which has now been remastered, I actually have that on my PS5. I remember when I played it on my PS2 as a kid. The Jango Fett game. Which, to go off on a bit of a tangent, I do think that the Star Wars Bounty Hunter game definitely 110% needs a sequel. It's like I never understood why they never made a Boba Fett game like the Jango Fett game. Especially now that video games have gotten so much more advanced than they were back then. Like, a game like that with today's technology and today's advantages would be absolutely phenomenal. And I don't know why no one has made it. They actually, fun fact, Lucasfilm actually had a Star Wars game called 1313 that was in production, but unfortunately that was canceled. Very unfortunately. That's sad. But we need an official Bounty Hunter 2. We need a sequel to Star Wars Bounty Hunter. Because I have played the original and it's insanely difficult. Oh man. Child me used to get so angry. Because you only get so many lives. It's one of those kind of games where you get 5 lives and then you have to restart the entire level. It's apparently Lucasfilm wanted to make you grind. They wanted to make you terrified of dying in their game. But regardless of how annoying certain features of Bounty Hunter was, it's still a great game. And if we could do that today, with the gameplay mechanics and graphics we have, something like an open world Bounty Hunter game, kind of like Witcher or Red Dead, but in Star Wars, I think that would be phenomenal. That's just the first thing. Either that or an open world Star Wars game, kind of like Skyrim, where you just make your own character, whether that be a Jedi or a Sith or whatever. I think technically they kind of did that in Knights of the Old Republic, but that's for PC, so I have not played that. I'm talking about something for console, something along the lines of Skyrim, but in Star Wars. That would be phenomenal. Anyway, moving on from Star Wars, that's the first topic. I also am a big fan of Mass Effect and Dead Space. Like, the whole thing that inspired me to make a part 2 to my video games thing was I was playing Mass Effect 2 recently, because I got the Mass Effect trilogy a while back on sale at GameStop, and I was playing it recently. I recently beat Mass Effect 2 on my PS5. It's not my first time beating it. I did previously beat it on the PS3, but this is my first time beating it on newer hardware. And I am currently in the process of playing through Mass Effect 3. I also beat that one on PS3, although I don't really remember it as well as 2. I think 2 was definitely, in my opinion, better so far. But I do enjoy it nonetheless. I do like 2. I feel like we should have had more agency in 3, you know? Like, 2 had a unique feeling, like with the Normandy and Cerberus. And 3, they went back to like the Alliance, which is like, I don't know, I just didn't like that. I feel like I should have had a choice, you know? Like, these are RPGs, they're all about player choice. That's literally what it's about, is like you're Commander Shepard, and you have choices. And like being forced to go back to working for the Alliance. Like, I kind of didn't like that. I kind of liked being a freelance. I kind of liked the second one where you're just like Cerberus and you're just flying around the galaxy doing whatever you want on your own terms. I kind of like that, and I kind of miss that. I feel like it's missing something in the second one. I mean, the third one, you know? I mean, I'm not saying that Mass Effect 3 is a bad game. I just feel like I like the vibe of Mass Effect 2 more than 3, you know? But Mass Effect is another series. I don't think I like it quite as much as Star Wars. Well, I think I do. Like, I used to be a massive Star Wars fan. I don't consume as much Star Wars content as I used to, not even close. Since I've been an adult, like, I've gotten into other things. But, like, I am still a Star Wars fan. I still love their content. Like, when they remastered Battlefront 2 for the PS5, like, I jumped on that. I love that. It was a welcome change up in pace. And the next sci-fi game, which honestly I should have discussed this next game during my conversation about horror games, but it totally slipped my mind. I don't know how, being that Dead Space is literally, like, honestly in my top 3 favorite horror franchises of all time. I don't know how it slipped my mind, but somehow it did. But we have to talk about Dead Space, obviously. I love Dead Space. It's just so freaky. Like in Necromorphs. They're like zombies, but like way worse. They're like zombies, but they have like knives coming out of their arms and they can just slash your head off. And they have like weird looking creatures. It's like if you had zombies, but like turn them up to 10. You turn the deadliness up to 10. And you'd have a necromorph. Especially that one that like can regenerate, and he just, no matter how many times you dismember him, he just comes back. And that one level where you literally have to like burn him to like ash with the exhaust flames of a spaceship. It's like, yeah, that's crazy. I adored the Dead Space remake. I really do hope they do a Dead Space 2 at some point. And a 3. I personally did not really like Dead Space 3. It wasn't bad per se, it just wasn't nearly as good as the first two. It just, I don't know, it's not really all that scary to me. Like, the first two seemed more scary, you know? It's like the atmosphere they had was just perfect. The spooky atmosphere of being trapped in space with a bunch of killer, super big things that can, like, just, like, kill you super easily. And Dead Space 3 felt more like an action game than a horror game. I don't know. I can't quite put my foot on what it was. But they really need to remake that one and give it a different feel. I don't know how. Because the vibe was off. With horror games in particular, it's really all about the vibe. And speaking of vibes, like I just thought of another horror game that I really should have mentioned in my first playthrough. My first video. Silent Hill. That is another remake that I recently played that I thought was phenomenal. I've also played the newer one set in Japan. I've only got one playthrough of that so far. Silent Hill F. I only have one playthrough of that game, but I have played it. I just don't game as much as I used to. I'm busy all the time with content and like writing and stuff. I'm just busy. I'm constantly busy. All the time. So yeah, Silent Hill is another horror game that's like really great because of the ambiance. Because of the location, because Silent Hill itself is honestly probably the best character in the game. It's just the location. And the ambiance, and the feeling, and the music. And the way it all comes together. And how it all just works. It just works. It just works as a horror game. Phenomenally. But that's all I can think to say, is that it just works. When it comes to Silent Hill, it just works really well. And I hope they do remakes. I'm really excited for that. Like I have not beat it yet. I have not beaten it. I have played most of the Silent Hill 2 remake. I have not beaten it yet. I have not got the chance to beat it. Because it just takes me a while to get through games, because I don't play as much as I used to. And honestly, like, my friends are constantly hounding me to try new games. And I just forget about them. I lose track. It's not that I don't intend to eventually beat them. It's just that I lose track of time and have other things to do. And my friends are constantly wanting me to try new games to play with them. Like Arc Raiders. Like, I've been playing Arc Raiders, and when I first got it, I did not like it at all. But I think as I played it, it has grown on me. Over time. As I have played it, it has grown on me over time. Arc Raiders. I will say this, I do not like how you lose your weapons every time you die. I feel like the game is unnecessarily grindy. I'm not saying I dislike it. I'm just saying it's like super grindy. And that's not really my thing. Like, I like Arc Raiders, but it doesn't really have a story either. It kind of just like, you kind of just run around and mindlessly shoot things and craft. That's pretty much what you do. I mean, there is a codex, but that's pretty much it. It's like this really vague thing where there was like the end of the world, and now you gotta like fight robots to survive and collect things so you can craft. It's honestly like a combination of like the Metro series, Metro, where it's like that, and it's a combination of Last of Us and Terminator. It's like Metro, Last of Us, and Terminator had a baby. And you would get what's it called? Arc Raiders. I hope they also bring out more cute outfits. Like, I know the Arc Raiders creators probably don't watch my channel because it's tiny and I get like a couple views per video. But on the off chance, like, us girl gamers, like, we need some cuter outfits. We do. Something more girly. I think that's why I don't like a lot of these games. I feel like the outfits are ugly. Maybe that's just my opinion. That's probably is. But like, yeah. Don't get me wrong though, I enjoy Arc Raiders. It has grown on me in the time I've played it. It's still really annoying though, like losing your crap every time you die because some random person ambushed you. They need to have something where you can't be killed by other players. They need to have like a friendly mode or whatever to where other players can't shoot you and rob you of your stuff. Because that's really annoying, because I keep losing my good stuff. It's to the point where I'm afraid to use good stuff because I'm just going to lose it. I'm just going to get ambushed by some group of people out there and lose my stuff. I'm going to get ambushed by some group of players and lose my stuff. Like, I'm literally running around currently with like a one-shot rifle with some makeshift one-shot rifle that honestly kind of sucks. Which, to be fair, in my opinion, all the weapons in Arc Raiders suck. And they also look ugly as crap. It really does. It looks like some like inexperienced person just like in a garage somewhere just soldered them together clumsily. Especially the gun I was using, the rifle. The one where you have to reload by hand. It does not have a detachable magazine. It's like a weird looking gun. It almost looks like the Shoshan't from World War I. That's a French gun. A French machine gun that was invented. That was used in World War I. And this gun that I used had the magazine for the Shoshan't. But the thing is, you have to reload it by hand. And that is just so ridiculous. It takes so long. So yeah, I do not like the weapons. Like, they need to get better weapons. Something that's not completely ugly and primitive. I don't know why they can't just have guns. Did they like lose all the guns in the world in this universe? In the Arc Raiders universe? Did they just somehow lose all the guns in the world and now we have to use these ugly looking primitive things that just barely get the job done? These crude looking things. I mean, I guess the creators of the game are trying to make you feel better when you lose them, because at least you don't really value it to begin with. Because it's an ugly looking piece of crap that barely gets the job done. So if you lose it, it's not that much of a deal. Well, I know I sound like I'm bashing the game, but I'm really not. I do enjoy it. What else did I want to discuss? I went to discuss sci-fi today and horror, and we did. Because I forgot a few games. I'm trying to think of any other games that I want to discuss before I end the video. Oh yeah, Minecraft. I don't think I discussed Minecraft in the previous video. That's another game that I played a lot during my childhood. Like, I had a giant castle and everything built out of bedrock. I had this massive black castle with like multiple floors and an indoor pool. And it was like really phenomenal. It was just this massive black castle that I built out of bedrock. That took me like days. And it was like amazing. Minecraft, to me, is literally adult Legos. It's like virtual Legos. It's like it's like video game version of playing with Legos. And I do like it. I don't play it very much because I don't really have time. And I don't really have anyone to play it with. But I still do like Minecraft. I think that's a very interesting concept. the concept of like video game Legos. And literally being able to build pretty much anything you want. Oh, and the last category I want to discuss today is hunting games. I've been playing Way of the Hunter as well. And that is one of the best hunting games of all time. You know what? No, it is the best hunting game currently that you can get. And I say that as someone who has played quite a few hunting games. I played the old PS2 games, the Dangerous Hunts. I don't know what year it came out, but I played quite a few of those. I played quite a few of the Cabela's games. I also, even going all the way back to PC, the Hunting Unlimited in the early 2000s. I used to play that on my computer way back when I was like in kindergarten. I was playing Hunting Unlimited on a PC. On an old Dell computer, one of those super old early 2000s computers that were like heavy with the glass screen. I played it on that. I loved it. But what's the game? Hunter Call of the Wild? Is that what I said? I think the one that I'm playing as a day is Hunter Call of the Wild. I think that's what I said earlier, the one that I first mentioned with hunting games. Hunter Call of the Wild. It's really phenomenal. I might have said Way of the Hunter. If I did, I meant Hunter Call of the Wild. I get those two confused. But the one I'm playing is Hunter Call of the Wild currently, and that's really great. They recently released a Scotland update, which I have not played yet because I haven't spent the money to get it. I'm probably going to wait for it to go on sale. I didn't really think it was worth the money, to buy it full price, because it's great. I'm glad they're making new maps, but I feel like we need better, We need to have an Africa 2.0. We need to have a Arctic map so we can hunt polar bears. And I have some really crazy ideas. I think they should do a maps from the past. I think they should do a Pleistocene map with woolly mammoths and stuff. I think that would be a phenomenal idea for Hunter Call of the Wild. And potentially even dinosaurs one day. They should do a dinosaur map. I know that's not what most people think of, but I just think that would be a crazy idea that we could have. That you could have a Pleistocene / Cretaceous safari and go shoot mammoths and Tyrannosaurus Rexes and stuff. I think that's a phenomenal idea. I think I've covered pretty much all the games I played in these two videos, though. If I forgot any, I can always make a part 3. I believe I've covered everything, though. So I think I'm going to cut the video here. I'm going to end the video here. To all of those who watched, thank you for your support. Thank you, especially if you watch this video all the way through. Thank you for that. Thank you for your support. Please like and subscribe and all that streamer stuff. I hope you found this video informative and entertaining. I hope all of you also enjoy your weekends. I'd bundle up, though. Especially to my followers that live in the US. There's going to be a big snowstorm hitting the East Coast. And I'd encourage all of you to bundle up and stay inside and get ready. And get some water or something. Get some water bottles in case the power goes out, so you don't get thirsty or whatever. But anyway, thank you for your support. I'm glad I had fun today. I had fun making this video. I I hope all of you enjoy it, and we're off.